Pesticides are also used in a variety of smaller applications to control insects and other pests, and to control overgrowth of undesirable plant species. They are used by homeowners and lawn care companies for lawn care. Pesticide storage is key to preventing groundwater contamination. Proper mixing and loading practices can also prevent contamination of groundwater and surface water by pesticides. Improper disposal of pesticide containers can lead to groundwater contamination. Several feedlot management measures are available to reduce contact between livestock and poultry manure and precipitation or runoff. Septic systems are used to treat and dispose of sanitary waste. They may fail and add contaminants to your water. Disturbing the soil can add to stormwater runoff and the introduction of contaminants in your raw water supply. Can you better manage the risk to your drinking water supply? A protection plan will only happen because you volunteer to develop and implement proactive protection measures. Are you willing to make the time available that it takes to help your community's water supply? Your community has major investments in the treatment, storage, and distribution of drinking water, and to protect the health of your citizens, to reduce the cost of contamination and cleanup, to reduce the expense of treatment of raw water, to identify and win grants and loans for your public water system, and finally, to guarantee future supplies for your children and the vitality of your community.
It's very important to us that we have a source water protection plan in place to protect our water. It's very important that this water is good and safe for people to drink. They trust our water, and we want to maintain that trust. We protect source water here a couple of ways. We've went through a program with TDEC and TAUD, Rural Water Association, to identify all the wells in the area. We've identified all of the potential contaminants. We've set up perimeters around our wells to discourage any activity in those perimeters that might be detrimental to our well water. In regards to whether or not your source water program is working, you may never know. If it works really well, you would never know because you wouldn't have any problems. If it doesn't work, or if you don't have one, you'll know right away because you're going to have some kind of serious problem.
This is a wellhead protection plan that Colorado Rural Water Association worked with San Luis Water and Sanitation District to complete. Just recently, last year, the state of Colorado sent out their source water assessment reports, and this report from the state of Colorado has been used as the centerpiece for completing this wellhead protection plan. I think the sanitation district knew for quite some time what it needed to do to protect its wells, but because of limitations in resources, it just wasn't able to assemble it together in a plan, and that's what Colorado Rural Water can help systems do. We can collect information on the internet, we can collect information from the system, and we put that together with the report from the state of Colorado to complete the plan for the system.
The state has come up with what we call a source water protection plan template. It's a user-friendly document that we've developed for the public water systems so that they can evaluate their assessment results initially, take a hands-on look at the potential sources of contamination in their source water area, and work with local citizens and stakeholder groups to implement best management practices to minimize those risks. The public participation portion of the protection program is vital.
All day I face the barren waste without the taste of water.
There is no better time than now to get your community involved with the process of developing a source water protection plan. The management of your drinking water supplies is very vital to the community's prosperity and vitality. Source water protection helps safeguard communities' water supplies. It is community-based by definition. In fact, it may be the oldest community-based environmental initiative recorded in American history, predating the establishment of our nation. Your community will be in a much better position to receive funding and assistance if a plan is in place. Protecting your drinking water. Get to know your protection area. Determine size, boundaries, soils, terrain, and other features. Understand the people, interests, and institutions. Determine how the source area is used. Build local partnerships. Identify and contact partners and stakeholders. Divide work and responsibility. Identify and manage conflicts. And obtain local funding and other resources. A CD called Colorado Source Water Protection Planning Toolkit is now available through the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment. This toolkit includes resources that will be useful as your community works to understand and protect its raw water sources. The toolkit menu includes background information such as PowerPoints that can be used to describe source water protection, Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment Source Water Protection Plan Methodology and Program Plan, a flow chart that can help you understand the steps used to develop a source water protection plan, and the earliest SWAP, what's in it for you. The Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment's template document is a guide to what and where to include in your community's SWAP document. The state has provided assessment reports for your public water system. The reports provided to them by the Department of Public Health and Environment include a delineation of the water sources, an inventory of the potential sources of contamination, and an assessment of risk to your community's water supply. Please understand that this is security-sensitive material. The public water system can request electronic copies of your system's delineation map, PSOX inventory, and risk assessment results from the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment. An example of a letter requesting SWAP data from the CDPHE similar to this can be sent to the Water Quality Control Division. Mapping resources